what are we here for? What is the church for? What are we to do? Is it just to sit in our own building and have service on Sunday? It can't just be that.
I've been in church my whole life, and I knew that God can make people change and can change people's hearts, but I didn't know how much He would change my heart.
When I come over here, it's just so freeing. You know, we all clear our schedules for an entire week to do nothing but the work of God. No matter what you do, you're changing somebody's life, even if it's one person.
I just feel like God has called me to be a part of any of these trips I can be a part of. This trip opened up my heart to learn, and so it's a beautiful thing in my eyes.
You learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about your spiritual self. You learn a lot about your emotional self. Just any kind of thing related to self, you learn a lot about, but not in a selfish way. You learn how to give up all of those selfish things for other people. It's just really neat to see everybody come together. And it doesn't matter who's here. Everybody just fits together, and all those people that are individuals at home just become one big group. And it's just really awesome to see all that play out every time. Today was day one here in the Dominican Republic, and it was our first day of actually getting out and doing some work in the local communities here. And we got to go today to a community where they have just newly planted this church. It hasn't been open very long, but we went out there today and we painted their homes. So we got to actually meet and interact with some of these locals.
The first lady's house that we painted, she came out and made sure to say thank you to each and every one of us and hugged us and shook our hands, and then afterwards did the same thing.
They were extremely appreciative of the work that we were doing today and just our presence being there.
We painted 2 folks' house in Monterey today, and then we did a little bit of playing with the kids and talking to some locals.
We went to Los Guandoles. It was their first church plant, and John said that they've been here 14, 15 years, and we did a Bible study with the puppets, which Cade and Sawyer did a great job with, and really entertained the crowd, and then we got to play games with them.
We visited Los Perez.
We went to church plants in those communities and had what they call a field day, which incorporates telling a Bible story, spending some time coloring and playing with the kids, and then spending some time outside playing with the kids. The thing that touched me the most is the compassion of these children towards us, towards me. I'd be playing with these kids, sun is beating down on us. They'll come grab me by the wrist, they'll drag me to the shade, trade me sides so that I'm the one standing in the shade. I hope that I can try to emulate that in my own life.
It's hard sometimes to put into words. It can be difficult to just phrase it and for others to understand, what you mean. But all I can say is when we came again this year, we have certainly been blessed by feeling the presence of God with our team and the things that we're doing.
It was scary to me thinking about trying to communicate with others without speaking their language. But once I got here, it was amazing how I didn't think about any of those fears anymore. Playing with the kids, I feel like I've been able to communicate with these kids and play with these kids more than I have any other kids.
Strangely enough, the impact has been, for me, a lot about what we need to do differently in our own community. These people have to work so hard to share the Word of God, and they do it. They work so hard to do something that would be so easy for us. And the way that they do it, it's taught me a lot about the right way to show God's love to those around us.
I feel amazing. I feel renewed, like there's a fire in my heart that wants to fix things and that wants to just bring other people to Christ. So it's very much worth it.
To have a purpose, to have a mission, to want to grow or learn or to serve makes everything worth it.
We're a very transactional culture, and so it's like, what am I going to get by going down to the Dominican? And I think a lot of people probably will say that exact thing wasn't worth it. And it's so funny to put it that way. What a small, minute sacrifice that we can do.
You're not comfortable here physically, mentally, emotionally. You're not comfortable, but it's all worth it because you are changing people's lives and you're doing nothing but the work of God for 7 straight days.
Well, if you want to know what it's like, you should come, because it's something only you being here can experience. It's definitely not something that you can explain.
When you're in this environment where all you have to do is serve the Lord, you realize how incredible of an experience that is. Everywhere you go is now a mission field. This feeling that we're feeling right now is available all the time. And all we have to do is reach out and grab it and act on it.
What you're going to find out is the things that concerned you are of very little concern. As you learn spiritually and you grow spiritually, you get out of your comfort zone, it allows God to just really move in your heart.
God will get you there, and if He truly wants you to be here, He'll get you here.